I got two boys. They're actually both here in the camp. They love basketball, 9 and 8 years old, and whatever Mike's saying, that makes sense, but it's very hard. And I understand you, man. It's tough, especially being a pro and knowing the details. It's not about pro, just knowing details. Obviously, we go through every day. It's very hard to hold yourself, right? Because you see something he's not doing right, and the coach really not mentioning that that he's going to help him. It's hard. It's tough. But at the same time, it's fun, man. Whatever Steph said. First of all, it's great that we're talking now. I'm hearing some amazing stories, and actually something might kind of refresh your mind, or something you can use it. With your kid, it's going to help. Obviously, the relationship or on the court stuff, and even at home. So it's a great stuff, but. Yeah, to find a balance is important. Obviously there's certain ways that coaches are approaching. All the coaches are different, right? So I'm trying to go to the practices, even though it's very hard for me to keep up, especially with our schedule. But every time I have off time, I'm going to the practice, and after practice, whatever I see like sometimes they're not concentrating. Coaches let them have fun. It's great, right? They should have fun, but at the same time, why are they there, right? To learn basketball, and discipline obviously is huge. Focus, right? One of my favorite things. Actually, I'm just reading the book, and I posted it on my social media that the Barcelona soccer team, they have hundreds of youth like in the academy, and the director who runs the program says, half of the kids in our academy not going to become pros, but education is so important. That's why education is so important. So we try to give them education, and this is so true, right? I mean, we can take even my kid. I don't know if they're going to become pro or not, right? So that's why I want them to get the important things. What is this? Teamwork, obviously. Something you can learn, right? You can use it anywhere you go to in your life. It's not necessarily have to be a basketball player, but you can be a businessman, right? I don't know. You can be a scientist, a doctor, lawyer. But teamwork is very important. Discipline, another thing, right? You gotta love your job. Love of this game, right? Okay, you're not lucky enough to become a pro, but you should love whatever you do. So there are some things that you can definitely learn from these kind of camps, from playing baseball, basketball, soccer, whatever you want to call it, right? So this is the stuff I'm more concentrated on, telling them. So whatever they didn't go through their practice, right? So I'm helping them, like I'm telling them, trying to in a nicer way, in a calm way, like I think you guys should think about this one, and then. Hopefully kids gonna remember, and trust me, most of the times they do remember. And next practice, they make the mistake. I'm totally fine with them making mistakes. That's how they get better. And that eye contact telling me, like, you know what? He knows that he made the mistake, and I'm 1000% sure that the third time he's gonna do it the right way. So that's why it's very important to approach to your kids in a nice way. That way you tell them what's right, what's wrong, and the mistakes. Even us as adults, we do mistakes, right? So kids, of course, it's very normal. So that's how they learn from their mistakes with just one eye contact, right? And I don't know, that's my approach, basically. Yeah. Most of the things, and then time going to show us, obviously, once they grow, what's going to happen in the future.